You have money coming in every month, and somehow it all disappears, and you couldn't tell me where it went if your life depended on it. It's not that you're broke exactly, it's that your money is just vanishing into a fog of subscriptions, takeout, and that thing you bought on a Tuesday that you've already forgotten about. And every time you think about making a budget, you open a spreadsheet, stare at it for 10 seconds, feel a deep spiritual exhaustion, and close it. Hey, welcome to Betterish, where we make self-improvement less painful. Let's talk about money. And specifically, let's talk about budgeting, which is a word that makes most people want to lie down. Because budgeting sounds like homework. It sounds like tracking every penny, categorizing your spending into 37 subgroups, and having arguments with yourself about whether coffee counts as a need or a want. And sure, that kind of budgeting works for some people. Those people probably also label their spice rocks and enjoy it. But for the rest of us, that level of detail is not sustainable. It lasts 2 weeks, maybe 3, and then you fall off the wagon and feel worse than before you started. So here's the thing. You don't need a detailed budget. You need one rule. Just one. It's called the 50-30-20 rule, and it's been around forever because it's simple enough that actual humans can follow it. Here's how it works. Take your after-tax income, the money that actually hits your bank account, and split it into 3 buckets. 50% goes to needs, 30% goes to wants, 20% goes to savings and debt payoff. That's the whole thing. No spreadsheet, no app, no categories within categories. Just 3 buckets in 3 numbers. Let's break each one down, because the tricky part isn't the math, it's figuring out what counts as what. Needs. This is 50% of your income, and it covers the stuff you have to pay to keep your life running. Rent or mortgage, groceries, the basic kind, not the fancy cheese situation, utilities, transportation to get to work, insurance, minimum payments on debt, phone bill, the things that if you didn't pay them, something bad would happen. You'd get evicted, your car would get repossessed, your credit would tank. Those are needs, the non-negotiables. Now, here's the reality check. For a lot of people, especially in expensive cities, needs eat up way more than 50%. And that's not a personal failure, that's just math. Rent is insane. Groceries cost more than they used to. If your needs are at 60 or 70%, you're not doing it wrong, you're just dealing with an expensive reality. The 50-30-20 rule is a target, not a law. If your needs are higher, your wants and savings will be lower, and that's just how it is for now. The rule still helps because it shows you where you stand and where you're trying to get to. Wants. This is 30%, and this is where it gets fun, because wants are everything that makes life enjoyable, but that you could technically survive without. Eating out, streaming services, that coffee from the place with the nice vibe, hobbies, new clothes when you already have clothes, concerts, the little upgrades. The stuff that isn't necessary but makes life feel like life instead of just existing.
Third, and this is the big one, Monday is just a day. It's a Tuesday with better marketing. The reason I'm okay with Monday starts is that they're concrete. You've picked a day. That's a real thing. What I'm not okay with is the fantasy version of Monday, the one where you wake up as a different person who effortlessly does everything right. That person doesn't exist. The you that starts on Monday is the same you that's watching this right now, with the same habits, the same energy levels, the same tendency to hit snooze. So if your Monday plan requires you to suddenly be someone new, it's going to fail. Not because you're weak, but because you're a person, and people don't transform overnight, even on a Monday. So here's how to actually use the restart mentality without it sabotaging you. Pick Monday if Monday feels good, but pick one thing. One, not a full life overhaul. One habit, one small change, one thing you can actually do even on a bad day. Because here's what happens when you start with one thing. You do it on Monday and it goes fine, maybe even well. You do it on Tuesday. Wednesday gets busy, but it's one small thing, so you squeeze it in. Thursday you forget, but because it's just one thing and not a 15-point life transformation, missing one day doesn't collapse the whole project. You pick it back up Friday. By the next Monday, you've done the thing 6 out of 7 days, and that's a real habit forming, not a restart, an actual continuation. And that's the shift. The goal is not to restart. The goal is to not need a restart.
And you get there not by being perfect, but by making the things small enough that perfection isn't required. If your Monday plan is run 5 miles at 6 a.m., cook 3 meals from scratch, meditate for 30 minutes, and read instead of scrolling, you will fail by Wednesday, and you'll be planning next Monday by Thursday. If your Monday plan is walk for 10 minutes after lunch, you might actually still be doing it in November. One more thing, if you mess up, and you will because you're human, the restart doesn't have to wait for next Monday. You can restart on Wednesday at 3 p.m. You can restart in the middle of the afternoon on a random Thursday. The beauty of not waiting for perfect is that every moment is available to you. Dropped the habit yesterday? Pick it up today. Didn't do it this morning? Do it tonight. The Monday restart is fine. The everyday is a chance to restart mindset is better. They're not in conflict. Use the big symbolic Monday if it helps you launch, and use the small random restarts to keep going when you stumble. Here's your one thing challenge for today. Pick your one thing, not Monday's one thing, today's one thing. Choose one small action you can do in the next 24 hours that moves you toward whatever you've been putting off. Walk around the block. Drink a glass of water. Write one sentence in a journal. Do 5 push-ups. Text one person you've been meaning to text. Don't wait for Monday. Don't wait for the moment to feel right. Do the one thing today and then see if you can do it again tomorrow. That's it. That's the whole system. One thing, today, and then maybe tomorrow. Subscribe if you're trying to be a little betterish. See you next time.